What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. In today's video, we're looking at the first 6 months worth of Paldea Evolved. It came out on June 9th. Can't believe how fast time is going. That means it's been out for just over 6 months. Like just this weekend, it passed the 6-month mark. So we're going to look at it, what it's been doing in the market. It's a really good set, in my opinion. I like it a lot. And the reason is, first, the artwork is spectacular. Number two, there's some higher-end cards like the Iono, the Magikarp, and then there's a whole slew of like $10 to $20 cards, which I really like. Makes me feel like when I'm opening Paldea Evolved, I got a chance to get some money back out of it, which I think is a big part of what makes a set really, really good. So we'll look at that. Before I do, winner of 4 packs of Paradox Rift from last week, congratulations goes out to Kaizi Kai, who just got the Aerodactyl. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on winning 4 packs of Paldea Evolved. Make sure to see down below in the description. That's where it's my email. You can contact me with the information that I need to send that out to you. Next, this week's giveaway is going to one lucky subscriber, and the giveaway is this Alakazam EX collection box. 4 packs of 151. The promo cards, pretty sweet box. So that's going to be the draw for this week. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment on all the videos this week, including this one, for your chance to win that. Let's get to this Paldea Evolved data now. Okay, starting off with the booster box. Man, we all know that Scarlet and Violet booster boxes are pretty cheap right now. This one is not excluded from that. So 6 months ago, it was at $102.61, and it's been below $100 basically ever since August. So now it's at $96.07. It's been to a low of $92.60. 96 is a real steal of a deal, in my opinion, for any booster box, and Paldea Evolved is a good one. Then we got the Elite Trainer box. We all know that these have been kind of on sale as well. Started at $39.73, hit a low of $28.73 for a short period of time there, and now it's kind of bounced back. It's up to $35.73. Then we got the Pokemon Center exclusive version of it. These have been doing really good since Scarlet and Violet came out because it comes with those promo cards with the Pokemon Center stamp on it, which is really awesome. So this started at $89.25. Hit a high of $90.96, then down to low 80s, currently at $82.97. But considering these are like in the $60 range at MSRP, pretty nice to have a copy of these right off the bat. And then we got the booster packs, kind of just been hovering right around that $2.90 mark, currently at $2.81. Did hit that one high, but I think that's just a little bit of a misnomer on the graph because one sale can ruin the graph in like a relatively short time frame. Okay, we're into the card. Sprigatito, illustration rare, a beauty, and it's been doing really good all 6 months worth. There's a nice little trend line up. Started at $9.48. Now it's at $10.46, a 10.3% increase. Then we have the evolved version of it, well, the full evolve, to Meowscarada EX, the special illustration rare, going in the opposite direction. Started at $17.30. Now it's at $11.29. So it's a 34.7% drop. If I remember correctly, this was the first special illustration rare I pulled out of Paldea Evolved. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous, but lots of the special illustration rares in this set going down. Baxcalibur, another illustration rare, only down 4 cents over the last 6 months, so I didn't even include a percentage drop, but doing really, really good in terms of just like a medium-tiered illustration rare. I like when there's a good variety of illustration rares that are worth like 10 to 20 bucks. It makes it just like kind of exciting to open these packs still. Then we got this special illustration rare Dendra. This one started off out of the gate really good. $21.27, been trending down all 6 months since release, currently at $11.96. I kind of had a suspicion that this one might like be okay just because it started off high. It's got the waifu factor in it, but clearly not. So then we got Skeledirge EX special illustration rare. Similar to Meowscarada, it tried to hold at like that $15 range for a while, but then it's dropped down in the last like 3 months or so, currently at $12.46. Another special illustration rare, Boss's Orders, and other than that one blip in October there, it's kind of just leveled off really in between that $13 and $15 range, currently at $13.14. Then we have Grusha, maybe one of my favorite artworks of the set. It's absolutely gorgeous. The artwork is great, but it has not done well. Started at $18.98, and then in August it dropped down quite substantially, Now it's at $13.48. Looks like it's been in that $13 to $14 range for quite a while here now. And we have Mousehold. This one doing really good. The illustration rare was a below $10 card out of the gate, and now it has just been climbing, currently at $13.68, which is a 65.6% increase. Another special illustration rare, the Tinkaton EX, started at $16.84, hit a high of $18.64, and now it's kind of just come back down to earth, $14.15. So lots of these special illustration rares, at least they're above $10, for goodness sakes, unlike some other sets that we've looked at recently, like Obsidian Flames, but they're not climbing and continuing to climb up into that $20 range. The Raichu here, the illustration rare, kind of thought this card would be pretty good out of the gate. The Raichu, the Tyranitar, and the Magikarp were all kind of like being talked about quite a bit. This one doing fine. It did try and start increasing there, but into October came back down, and now it's at $15.83. Then we have the Chi-Yu EX, another absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous artwork, but similar trend as most special illustration rares so far that we've looked at. Started off high at the release date, $20.41, now trended down and currently at $16.36. Okay, Gold Super Rod, playable card in the TCG, doing quite well. You got to pimp out that deck with some gold cards, baby. Started at $13.59, and it has just been trending up all 6 months of release. $16.71 is where it currently sits in the market price today. We're getting into the top 5 cards here. Squawkabilly EX. I always loved this card. Another one of my favorites in the artwork department, and it was just never doing good for a long time. It was right in that like $12, $13 range for a long time. And then October hits, it actually drops to a low of $9.71, and all of a sudden it's just been spiking. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's playable. Maybe it's just a really cool artwork that people are realizing how cool of an artwork it is. Not 100% sure, but up 45.8%, currently sitting at $17.52. Then we have the Tyranitar. I already mentioned this one. And this one, not a ton of movement over the 6-month span, but it did try and spike in the middle there in between August and October. Hit a high of $24.79. Now it's come right back down. $19.99 is where this one currently sits. I always thought this would be like one of the upper echelon cards of Paldea Evolved because you got like the Godzilla type look to it. Really cool artwork. Tyranitar is a fairly popular Pokemon, so lots of working for this card. Then the biggest special illustration rare Pokemon card, Qianpao EX. Similar trend to all the other special illustration rares we've looked at so far. Started off high and now has been dropping. Started at $31.54, currently at $22.43. Which leads us to number 3 top card, Iono. This is just the ultra rare version of it, and still holding quite a lot of value, but is down still. Started at $40.53, now it's at $32.86. So still a really nice pull. A playable card in the TCG, along with the special illustration rare variant of it. And Iono is just, for whatever reason, one of those popular waifu characters. This card, along with the special illustration rare in Japanese, is worth a lot of money. And then we have one of the biggest cards out of 2023 so far, the Magikarp illustration rare, doing so good in the market. And if you remember back to release day, pre-release prices were like $20. Right on release weekend, spiked to like $80, came right back down. That's where this graph starts, at $48.78. And then ever since, it's just been trending in the right direction. Did hit a high of $69.90 here, but realistically, this is like a $55 to $60 card in the last like 3 months. So really cool card. I did get this one graded as a PSA 10. I'm kind of regretting selling it, but I sold it to a good guy who supports the channel. So, I mean, hard to argue with that. Leaving us to the last card, Iono special illustration rare. I have a PSA 10 of this one as well, and it's an absolute beauty, but not doing great in the market. It's started at $118.28. I actually think on release weekend, it was like a $130 card. Then just been trending down, currently at $86.16, but still really nice to have some cards in the upper echelon of a set where you can like really pull some value out, like the 2 Ionos, like the Magikarp, the Tyranitar, the Qianpao even, rounding out the top 5, which is really nice. So of course we're going to open up some Paldea Evolved. Definitely one of my favorite Scarlet and Violet era sets to open, so looking forward to it. I really want to pull that Magikarp one more time, but I've also never pulled that Tyranitar, and I've never pulled the Iono special illustration rare. I bought this one. So let's see what we can do. I'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so let me know what you think. Like I've been saying, I think Paldea Evolved is a great set. I think it could do well into the future just because all of what we've talked about, there's some really cool artwork, really cool cards that have some value attached to them, even 6 months in. But we've also talked about recently, like, if you want to look at completing the set for a cost-effective way, and you don't care about, like, doing it right away, I mean, waiting 6 to 9 months after a set comes out is a great way to do it, because then you can start getting cards for cheap. The alternative is they might not be as plentiful in the market because people are onto the new sets, whereas like right out of the gate people are opening the new set and like they're readily available in like Facebook groups and Marketplace and TCG Player and all that kind of stuff. So there's something to be said, but I just remember reading a comment where it's like, I'm going to wait to complete this set 6 to 9 months and then buy the cards, and you're probably going to actually save quite a bit of money doing that. So not a bad option if you're looking to complete the set, but I just love ripping packs. So that's what we're going to do now. Let me know what you think about Paldea Evolved, what your favorite card is. Have you pulled the Magikarp? Have you pulled the Iono? Magikarp I did pull, like I said. I did not pull the Iono Special Illustration Rare yet, so I would still love to do that. And I mean, I definitely would never complain about a Paldean Wooper. I'm not going to complain about it, that's for sure. But not going to complain if I ever pull that Magikarp again, because it is an absolute beauty. Speaking of Magikarp, Replicated Flame on the live stream this last week was saying that I need like a Pokemon who I relate to or something like that, and he said Magikarp because it's a decently popular Pokemon, not like overrated, not underrated, but the whole lore, which I had no idea about, to be honest with you, is that Magikarps swim up the waterfall, and the ones who make it evolve into a dragon. So he was like, well, you're a small YouTube channel, and you're swimming up, making good content, and pretty quick you're going to turn into a dragon. I was like, that is a huge compliment. So thank you. And then I was like, carp. So I was, you know how it is. But yeah, I took that as a huge compliment. I also think Magikarp is pretty cool, especially the shiny Magikarp, like the yellow instead of the blue. Pretty cool. And I mean, the shining Gyarados, red instead of blue, pretty legit. So I would definitely take that all day long if you guys think about that. So you can let me know if you think I should go get a big Magikarp plushie to put in the new Poke Office. If you haven't been watching lately, I am more than likely, it's like 95% sure at this point, going to be moving just like 2 blocks away to a different house in January. So there's actually going to be space for me to like start working on a real Poke Office, which is going to be pretty nice, because right now space is limited. So like I have the little table behind me with Cubone and with a few other Pokemon there that I really like, and then I got a Pikachu plus the Gengar. They're sitting down on the floor right now because I just don't have room for everything, and I just want to show you a little bit more of my collection as well. So hopefully that will be incoming quite soon. So looking forward to that. And yeah, that's it. It's crazy. Time is flying. 2023 is almost over already, which is insane. There's going to be videos coming out from me about like 2023 year in review, maybe the best cards of 2023, my rankings of the sets of 2023. So I haven't quite decided what that's going to look like, but definitely be on the lookout for like some year-end reviews. I also was planning on doing like, this might be a bonus video, but my goals for 2024. I'm excited about 2024. The next 4 sets, maybe 5 sets of Scarlet and Violet era. Going to Card Party 2.0 in Orlando in June. My channel's growing. Like, there's lots to look forward to. So I'm not going anywhere. Really looking forward to a new year, new Pokemon. It's actually kind of crazy. Like right now, we're definitely in a little bit of a long period of time in Pokemon standards where no new set is released. Like, Paradox Rift was released November, I think. No, that can't even be right. September 22nd. Yeah, it must have been early November. That is right. And then nothing released until January with Paldean Fate. So it's a bit of a long stretch of time. But there is the new Shiny Treasures, Japanese. So that's something. This is the last pack, so we need something because upside down card. It hasn't been great so far. All right, last chance. Nope. Negative. Not great from Paldea Evolved today. Got the Chi-Yu EX regular and the Paldean Wooper. Pulled this one already, so nothing too fancy. Anyways, that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. I appreciate you watching so much. Make sure to hit all the buttons to be entered to win the draw for the Alakazam EX 151 collection box. And until my next video, peace!